Congrats to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. They are engaged. Taylor Swift is such a genius because dating Travis is obviously going to get a new batch of fans into the NFL, which will only lead to more people playing football, which naturally leads to more head injuries and then more Taylor Swift fans. That's a dangerous joke to make. I mean, I better play it safe and make fun of Israel instead. So yeah, I was just in Edinburgh. I was at the Fringe Festival. And really, why?
We live there.
Oh, you live there?
We live in the UK.
Oh my God. And you should have seen me there. Why? You're here now.
Yeah.
So where in the UK are you?
London.
In London. Okay. Now I learned from over there that like technically someone from Scotland I could say they're British, but they would be offended.
Yeah.
But technically speaking, they are.
They said we are. They don't like it though.
They don't like it.
They don't like us. We like them. They don't like us.
Oh, that's sad. You need to get out of this relationship. It doesn't sound good at all. Let him go. What is it? I know London is the punching bag, which why? Tell me, like.
Why do they like us?
Yeah, tell me.
Because we invaded them and took them over.
Sure.
To be part of the monarchy, like.
Yeah.
You know,
It's how I unfortunately I feel like as an American I feel like because we came from you, you know. It's like we're your nepo baby. Do you ever get bothered by it? Do you ever want to stand up for yourself? Or you to go, nah, fuck us too.
We're not that patriotic.
Yeah. I know that you live in America now. I got the sense.
No, we're here for a week.
Oh, you're here for a week.
Yeah.
Because I was just in London and I got high tea at the River Thames.
Right? Oh,
Yeah, and when they brought it out to me, I threw it into the river. And I said, never forget. I don't know, Trump, he's definitely changed my perspective on certain things. Like I'm starting to Trump has honestly made me appreciate religion more. Because I honestly think it's kind of good when like the leader of your cult is already dead. Say what you will about Christianity, at least Jesus isn't around to like be like, I'm canceling God. Can you imagine if Jesus got like a cut of his merch necklaces? He'd be like, the marketplace is actually fine now. I had a friend who was they were struggling with suicidal thoughts, and basically Oh, you laughed already just like that? The whole show, no laughter at all. I want you to know, I've had a front row view, if you will. And nothing really the whole show, just kind of sitting there looking frankly suicidal. And then I said, one of my friends was suicidal. You lit up like a Christmas tree. Misery loves company. Sure, we'll do some crowd work. Are you suicidal? How you doing? You doing okay though? You okay? Okay, good. Well, my friend who was they were struggling with it, but basically they kind of really found a renewed sense of self through photography. They started really getting into photography and they found like a new purpose, and I think that's really great. But I really wish they would stop sending me pictures of the ocean with no context at all. At least add a little caption like, oh, thinking of going for a swim without rocks in my pockets. That's like if someone was like, they had suicidal thoughts and like, they're like, hey, I got out of my funk, I'm really into juggling knives. Like, I don't know if that's better, you're just into suicide and gambling. Cool, I like that. Do you have any mental disorders? What do you mean, You can't say, Let me think if I round this one up a little, I can get there. I think we need to add the stigma back to mental illness because we're getting out of control. All my friends, they're self-diagnosing themselves with everything. They're self-diagnosing themselves with everything. And I'm nervous because it's the same group of people that gets all the vaccines. And I think we need to pick a lane publicly if we're gonna sell people on this shit. You can't be like, I have OCD, autism, ADHD, and you should get every booster. I have anxiety. And so, you see, I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. The woo. The woo. If someone says they have anxiety and you woo, you do not have anxiety. If you had anxiety, you are shaking silently to yourself right now. You haven't heard 10 minutes of the last things that I've said. You've been stressed because you're worried I might call on you to come up on stage for no reason at all. That's anxiety. And it's fine. Yes, maybe we all have anxiety, and that's fine. But then, if we all have anxiety, we need to make a new word for people who are having it even worse. Do you understand? I don't think people realize like how sloppy mental illness is. Like is the categorization. It started out with crazy. People say don't call someone crazy. That's just because it's too generic. That's how it started. They said, oh my God, they're crazy, they're crazy, they're crazy. And then they went, but he's a little different crazy than she's crazy. And so they had a meeting. They had a meeting and they came up with random words and they said, we'll lump all this here, we'll lump all this there. And now we've really kind of said, well, fuck that council, we're gonna decide it on our own. I think I have a friend, they're always late. And whenever you say, hey, what the fuck is wrong with you? They go, sorry, poopy brain. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, because, sure, you want to go with that, but next time we have the fucking mental illness meeting, I'm going to be like, guys, we have a new category. I got introduced to the table. It's called poopy brain. I don't know. You gotta like. I think people are in a way. I think it's sympathetic. People have sympathy. They're drawn to like talking about mental illness because they want to be supportive of people. But you have to understand that the history of psychology is also riddled with errors. I mean, I think we're on the DSM-4, I believe, and 5. See, look at this. You're looking through. I know I have one. I know there's one. There's one I fit. Poopy brain. Yes, the older one. Yeah. Which I was going to bring up. Was it 3?
No, I'm saying I would only be considered in the older DSM.
Well, that's what I meant. I think in 3 they'd go under G. Yeah, gay. Being gay used to be considered a mental illness. And then, whoever wrote the fucking book got a finger up the ass and was like, this is crazy, lock me up. I have, and when I say I have, I mean my therapist told me that I have mild OCD, which is the medical term for Jewish. And, but does having, so I do have obsessive thoughts, I remember once, I was home. I was visiting my father, and I had to go to the airport. And I went to the airport, and on the way to the airport, I suddenly got this obsessive compulsive thought that I had left the stovetop on because I had made breakfast that morning. And I was like, I swear to God, I left the stovetop on. My dad is a extremely heavy sleeper. He stays up all nights, insomnia, and then he sleeps. And I was like, oh my God, it's gonna start a fire. He's gonna burn to death. And I mean, this was so bad that I decided to miss my flight. I took a $280 Uber home, and it wasn't until I put my hand on the doorknob I remembered, I want him to die. Mild OCD. Being an actor, dude, it's I don't really, honestly, I'm glad I got into comedy. Being an actor feels very degrading. People don't speak to actors. You know that new horror movie where that's about the dog's perspective? It's called like Good Boy. And it's told from the dog's perspective. If I read one more review that says the dog is a good actor, I am going to kill myself. Oh, did the dog go to college for musical theater like me? The dog is a good actor. That makes me so goddamn mad. You saw it?
I saw an article.
You saw an article, yeah. They're like, oh my God, it's Stanislavski reincarnated in this dog. Fucking piece of shit dog. I feel like I'm a cast member of Air Bud. I'm like, dogs can't act in movies. It's Golden Retriever, yeah. Yeah. Maybe they're... You just filmed it. He's just existing. Oh, look how realistic that shit he took. Wow. Wow, when he humped that tree, you could tell he really wanted it. You guys are phenomenal. We got another guest. I will be back. I got some more to tell you. But next up, please put your hands together all the way here from Saturday Night Live. Give it up for James Austin Johnson, everyone. Oh, no. Oh, my God. He's not here yet? Why did you light me?
Because you told me to.
Fuck. He is coming. Oh, man. I did that last joke to impress him. No, listen. There's not that many actors here tonight. Oh God, I was fucking killing. I was like, yeah, this is cool. Fuck! God, I'm such a fucking loser, dude. I was like, you may be on TV, but I'm pretty funny too. Do you remember? Do you remember when you thought things were good? Do you remember? I know you don't. Yeah. From the beginning, you were already right out the womb. You said this shit is fucked. I think it was so fucked. It is pretty crazy. I don't know how many people who were born and raised in America. It is crazy how much they told us. They said we are the greatest country in the world. Like it's like you really have to question the propaganda that you get when you're a kid, and that's definitely something that was presented as like a fact. We are the greatest country in the world. Obviously, we became psychotic. Imagine, have you ever met an only child whose parents are like, you are the best specialist person in the world, and all their friends are like, they're fucking selfish as shit. They're always late, but they have poopy brain.